Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you some tips and tricks on how to protect your hair while you are color treating it or bleaching it. Now, a lot of people who follow the curly girl method will advise against coloring your hair, and you do have to be cautious, but I mean, my waves are fine. As long as you can treat your waves with the care and love and attention that they need, then you will be fine and you will still have those luscious, nourished waves or curls, whatever you have. So I have 5 different tips for you, and at the end I'm going to be kind of going into how I use olaplex on my hair. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel and turn on those post notifications down below so that you know every time I upload a new video. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. My username is down below. I have lots of fun over there and I try some things out that I don't necessarily try on here. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So tip number 1 is to know how achievable your hair goals are. What I mean by this is you don't really want to go an extreme if your hair can't handle it. So if you have very coarse hair, that is hard to penetrate with color or with bleach. So it's going to be harder for your hair to lift, and it will take many more bleach sessions than your hair maybe can handle. For example, if you are a level 3 hair, you're like really dark brown hair, and you're trying to go to a level 10 like platinum blonde, white hair like lighter than mine, that is going to create so much damage that you might not be able to come back from. So I would highly advise against that. Some things that are attainable, I would say maybe not lift your hair color past like 3 levels. After 3 levels, that's kind of when you get into the dangerous zone. So know how achievable your goals are. So with my hair, if you can see my roots, I mean, you can see my roots right now because I have not had my hair colored in like, how long has it been? I think it's been since like December. Okay, so like 7 months, 8 months, that's fine. But as you can see, my hair is blonde. It is dirty blonde, don't get me wrong, but it is blonde. So when I bleach my hair, I'm really not lifting that much. Plus, I have a very fine hair texture, so the bleach easily penetrates my hair follicle and it does not take long to lift. It takes maybe 30 minutes to get to this blonde color that I sort of have like in the front. So always know your hair goals, know if they are achievable. If you're not sure, consult your hairstylist. Please go to a hairstylist to dye your hair. Please don't do it at home, please. But consult your stylist and tell them, hey, I want to make sure that my natural wave or curl pattern is still intact after this. Is that going to be a problem with where I'm trying to go? So my second piece of advice is to fill your hair with so much protein after you are done coloring your hair. So for me, I'm always using a bunch of protein products because my hair doesn't like too much moisture. If you don't know the whole protein moisture balance situation, I have a video that I will link down below for you guys if you're really confused as to what I'm talking about. But I know that my hair craves more protein partly because I color my hair on a fairly regular basis. But when it comes to time for me to actually color my hair, after I'm done coloring my hair, I am constantly using protein treatments, protein in every product, as much protein as I can, because when you are putting color into your hair or bleach into your hair, you are kind of knocking away some of the proteins that your hair is made up of, and therefore it's getting weaker. Even if you don't color it too much, like mine didn't take that much to lift, it's still going to weaken my hair strands. So the way that you replenish your weakened hair strands is by using protein. Now, Also, in my protein moisture balance video, I have a list of ingredients to look for in your hair care products for protein. You can also Google search. It's really not difficult. Anything that says restoring, repairing for damaged hair, those things will most likely have protein in them. The third thing I strongly advise to you when you are getting your hair colored or bleached is hair masks. When you color your hair, it will become drier than normal. So a way to counteract that is to use hair masks right after. I will use it in replacement of my conditioner, like 1 or 2 washes after I have colored my hair. That way it will get some hydration back in it. My hair doesn't require too much hydration, so you might have to do a couple more masks than I do, but this will help you kind of retain that moisture and keep your curls nice and soft. Number 4, do not over wash your hair. If you're like me, you might have an oilier scalp. Mine's kind of like normal to oily, and so I wash my hair a little more often, especially when I'm working out. However, after you have color treated your hair, those ends are very fragile. They are in a fragile state. So I would wait as long as possible to wash your hair. Use dry shampoo. I like to brush the oils down in my hair. I haven't been brushing my hair as often between washes, but if I need to kind of disperse those oils, then I will. If you don't have a very oily scalp, then brushing is probably not the best for you right after you have colored your hair, because again, it's in a fragile state, and if you don't have the oils coming down to kind of replenish them, then brushing's kind of counteractive. Instead, it's going to lead to more breakage. Not washing your hair as often will help your ends have a nice break from being messed with and kind of like roughened up. So the 5th and final piece of advice I would give you, I actually mentioned at the beginning of this video, and that is olaplex. So olaplex is a bond builder that you can use on your hair to kind of repair it. So as you are getting your hair bleached, colored, you are breaking up the bonds that are in your hair so that the bleach can penetrate your hair better. So what this does is this kind of builds those bonds back together and strengthens those hair strands. It's kind of confusing. It's not a protein treatment. There's no protein in this, I don't think. That's why I was looking at it. It is not a protein treatment. Do not think it's a protein treatment. It's different. I know that proteins make up our hair, but this is kind of connecting the things and the hair strand back together, if that makes sense. That's kind of the difference between olaplex and proteins. Proteins are in our hair strand. This connects our hair strand pieces together. I don't know if I'm making any sense. But anyways, this is olaplex number 3. There are different olaplex products, but this is the one that's more of a bond builder type situation. Also, I said that it's not a protein treatment. It's also not a conditioner. Yes, it can kind of make your hair feel softer because those follicles are no longer roughed up after you use this, but it is not in place of a conditioner. It does not have any humectants in it or any moisturizing factors in it. So I'm going to insert a clip of me applying this product, and what I do is I just wet my hair on the day I'm going to wash it, and I do not shampoo my hair because it does not say to shampoo your hair beforehand. You can if that's going to make you feel better, but you don't have to. And then I am going to apply it to my towel dried hair. So you'll see me put up my hair in a towel, but it's just for a second so I can put some clothes on and go into my bedroom to finish applying this product. So what I do is I section my hair in like 3 or 4 sections so that I can get this through my hair. It was very tangly because I had wet it upside down, so when I like flip back over, it created a mess, but that's okay because this was kind of detangling. So I grab about like, I would say like a dime size amount, sometimes a quarter size amount, and I put that through each section. I first finger detangle each section, then I take a brush to each section just to make sure that it is fully saturating my hair and that I did not miss any spots. So then once I'm done kind of using it on all the 4 sections, then I will just grab another like quarter size amount and I will run it through the rest of my hair just as a last coating. Wash it out and I put it in a clip. Now, here's where we get a little ratchet. This is my DIY hack because I can't be bothered to go buy a plastic cap for this. So what I do is I use a Walmart bag. So if you're price conscious, we'll say, like me, then you can just use a Walmart bag for this portion. What I'm doing is I am kind of letting the product sit so it stays moisturized, and then after I put my lovely Walmart bag on, then I'm just going to put up my hair in a towel as well, and this will really trap in any heat so that way the product does not dry out on my hair. Once my hair is up in the towel, I will leave it for about an hour. It tells you to leave it for at least 10 minutes and longer if desired, so it doesn't really have an end time. So I left mine in for an hour. You can leave it in for 30 minutes. You can leave it in overnight if you want to. It is your preference. Once the hour was up, I then washed my hair as normal, styled it as normal. I really love Olaplex to help build my hair and strengthen my hair again. It really does help me. I actually used it today before I started filming, and I really just feel like it helps bring that bounce back because my curls or my waves are now clumped together a little better. So I would highly recommend Olaplex. It tells you to use 1 time a week, or for damaged hair 2 to 3 times a week. I normally use it like once a month, maybe 2 times in a month, but normally just once a month. Now, if you're about to go in for a color session, what I recommend is the wash before you go get your hair done. You use the Olaplex right before. Make sure that your wash day is not right before your color day, because if you bleach your hair on a squeaky clean scalp, then it will burn. So don't do that. It's better to use dirty hair. So use this like maybe, you okay, bud? Use this maybe like 2 or 3 days before you're going to get your hair colored. Then the next wash day after you get your hair colored, use this again, and maybe use it like 2 more times in a row. That way you're really getting those bonds built. And then after that, just start using it once a month until you get back to the coloring session. Well guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and leave a comment down below with some of your tips for colored or bleached hair. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!